All right, we are back live. Let me share the screen. All right, this is currently daily. I'm coming. Let me share it to the community. Let me share it to the community. All right. Can you see the chat? I think the chat has. Okay, let me share it. Yeah, good evening. How are you doing? This is volatility 25 index. So from the 24 hours time frame, you can see that the price is currently bearish. So we'll drop lower to the 30 minutes time frame. Turning the bearish structures. No, 30 minutes time frame telling us that price is going down. So what you have to do, drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame. I think we should mark from the 5 minutes time frame. This is telling us from that the sellers are in the market. And this is as well telling us that the sellers are in the market. You can see clearly the sellers are in the market taking out this low, giving us a structural break from the 5 minutes time frame. So this is when price retrace and they give us a pull to the downside. So what price will only do is a retracement, can retrace back to this zone or clearly to this zone. Let's see where price reacts. And now this is the lowest level it have provide. So what we'll do, we'll drop lower. And this is the highest level here, 2535.3758. And then this is the current level that currently got broken, which is at 2514.9446. That's why price is currently giving us a bullish move to the upside. Let's go down to 10 index. 10 index, let's go to 30 minutes time frame to see the view. The view is still on downtrend. You see price keep on maintaining the down structures of the price and then pushing up. This is now the lowest level here. And then we'll drop lower to the 15 minutes time frame. This is the 15 minutes time frame giving us a structural break here, telling us that price is likely to go down. So if this high got broken, then price is likely to trend all the way to this particular highs. Let's drop lower to 5 minutes time frame. This 5 minutes time frame. The buyers are trying to occupy the market at that low. If you notice, this zone is currently being respected. So pay attention to it. Let's drop to the next low. This 10 index. That one is 10s index. And this is 10 index. Let's drop to 30 minutes time frame so that we can be able to see entering. 30 minutes time frame. You notice these highs. Price dropped from there, breaking out this, giving us a downtrend continuation, trending all the way down to this low, telling us that price is likely to come back to this zone and then likely to drop back to this low. So what you are going to do is to pay attention to it, wait for it to come back to this area. This is 30 minutes time frame. We'll drop lower to 15 minutes time frame. On our 15 minutes time frame, we'll notice at this low, price started trending to the upside, created the highs and then created the lows, push up again, created the lows, push up again. You notice these highs, price is currently swinging. What you have to do, these are point of interest if price should drop lower and price is currently on a downtrend. So whatever we're doing, we'll be looking for a downward movement, we'll be looking for a selling opportunity, whatever we're doing. And if you notice same thing here on the 5 minutes time frame, price currency trend started its trend from here, traced down, went up again, retraced down. Then this is the price currency going up. So what you have to do is to pay attention to it since price is currently giving us that the sellers are in the market and the buyers are trying to push in the market. What you have to do is to just pay attention to it. Currently on the 5 minutes time frame, which created this highs here. So what you have to do, drop to the next one, which has 15 index, which has 15 index. Let's see what 15 index are for us. 15 index currently having had this low, which constantly being respected and constantly rejected price. And then this is the low, the highest point price moved up. And then from here, you notice price started selling down, taking out, came back to this low, and the buyer started resisting price at this particular key zone. This is your 5 minutes time frame. Let's drop to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see what the price is doing and where the buyers are going to buy if they're actually taking out the price. And you notice that this particular key zone, and we're having at this as the uh, highest zone, price started its own swing, swinging to the downside, breaking out structures, giving us a continuation to the downside. So this is now a continuation of downtrend. Even using a trend line, you see that price is currently respecting this and then going down. Anytime price move up, breaking out this, there is currently trending back to these highs. So what we have to do, we drop lower to 15 minutes time frame. And our 15 minutes time frame, we're having at this zone constantly being respected. Okay, if you mark it out from here, constantly being respected and giving us that the sellers are still in the market and this low was respected. What we have to do is to pay attention. If price is able to smash out this low, that's telling you that this is a continuation of the seller's price might drop lower a bit and then before going down. If you use another trend line drawing lower from here, for drawing lower, you see that this is a downtrend move. So price need to, since it's have tap here, price need to come back again to tap at this particular zone. And if likely the buyers are going to buy, then they'll continuously buying. But this low is an active low. We'll drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame. That is why we are seeing this zone being respected multiple times. And then this is a very strong zone from the 5 minutes time frame. So whenever price shift up and then smash it out, we are going to the upside. So that's telling us that this is a continuation of the this is a breakout telling us that the shifting price buyers are likely to buy all the way to the side. You can see it's constantly respected this zone. So any shift, then there is a correct move. Let's drop to the next key zone, this to the next bid, which is 25 bonus index. So this 25 bonus index. Let's drop to 30 minutes time frame. Let's see what the 30 minutes are for. 30 minutes time frame. So let me refresh the chart. On the 30 minutes time frame, you notice the buyers was in the market pushing up price, and then price was making a swing to the upside. And then swing all the way, this is the highest level now that price swing all the way to boom. And now 30 minutes time frame. You notice this is a swing, taking out these low structures, that's why the sellers continuously selling. Breaking out these low structures, that's why the sellers continue selling. And then coming all the way to this low, that is why price is trying to reject. It haven't tested here again to test whether the sellers are continuously selling or again might cause a shift in price back to this high. So what we have to do is to mark out the lowest point price move all the way to, and then drop lower to the 15 minutes time frame. Once you drop lower to the 15 minutes time frame, the next thing you do, since you have dropped lower to the 15 minutes time frame, notice price came aggressively, try to respect this zone. So what you have to do is to just mark out this particular highs here. This is now the current high that price created. Here, price respected it. So mark out this. This is now the current high that price created. Marking out these a little high swing highs and there is the major highs. Price turns from here from we're likely to take TPR and this one. Price breakouts likely to head back to this particular height, which is at 710613. And then around here 700805. This is 691772. We're dropping down lower to 5 minutes time frame. I noticed at your 5 minutes time frame, the sellers were in the market, they were swinging the market. This is a bearish move, and then coming all the way to this particular low. This is when the buyer started swinging the market to the upside, started creating a bullish move. This is a bullish move, um, giving us these, 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 and then came back here. What happened? Went back up again, created these highs. This is when it started smashing out the lows. This is when you know that price is currently going down. Look at this low was smashed out. Price make a retracement back to this key zones and then break it a bit. What happened? Price sold back again, smashing out these lows. So telling us that current swing of the market is trying to change back to this low. So whenever price taps on this low, that is when the buyers can be able to come aggressively. Or whenever it's broken, there is a continuation of the sellers. So what we have to do is to since we have marked out our key zones, this is currently on the 5 minutes time frame. So we'll pay attention to it. Once we have marked all of them down, anyone that is very close to our key zones, that is the one we are going to take. So just marking them out. I think I've marked out these 10 bonus index, 10 index, 15 index, 25 index, and I've also analyzed 25 bonus index. Notice price has broken us for just make a retracement here, trying to retrace. So we'll have to mark break all of them down so that we'll just have to wait for entries. So currently on the 30 minutes time frame, first, you notice the 30 minutes time frame was currently swinging to the upside. Then went all the way to this particular high. This is when the seller started selling the price down, giving us a bearish swings, bearish all the way to this low, bearish all the way to this low on the 30 minutes time frame, and then went high, bullish all the way to this high. So what we have to do, we have marked it out. We'll go lower to the 5 minutes time frame. We'll go lower to the 15 minutes time frame to see what the price is doing at our 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, you notice at this highs, this when the sellers dropped a bit, trying to create an upward shoulder here. Then likely to sell down to this particular low. So what we have to do, this is our point of interest. If price come back, tap on it, and then we'll look for reversal. Continuations, then we'll look to join the sellers as well. So this is our point of interest. If the sellers reverse, if the buyers reverse here, come back here at this particular area, which is at 7018, and give us a confirmation, we'll likely drop the price at this low. So there is it. We'll drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame to see the price, what the price have on our 5 minutes time frame. This is currently on the 5 minutes time frame. You notice this high was created and structures was broken. Price went all the way to this low and came back to this high. This kind of a seller's mode here, trying to give us a seller's mode. So be very calm and careful. If price give a retracement here, likely to sell down to this low. Continuation likely to sell back to this particular low. So analyze them and then wait for the ones that are very close. 30 minutes time frame. This is our 30 minutes time frame. Structure broken, price came back to this low, even us the lowest point price created, which is at 182067, the lowest point. This is when the buyers came into the market and started swinging the price, swinging to the upside. And this is where the sellers started selling aggressively. So if price is able to pull up back, likely to pull up to this zone or pull up to these highs, but a structures has been broken, confirming that the sellers are still in the market. So whatever you are doing, you should still be looking for a dropping opportunity back to this low because this low haven't been tested twice. So this is a buying opportunity here. The buyers confirmations here trying to pull up the price. So they can pull up the price to these highs or probably to these highs. But let's see how the price reacts. Wherever they are reacting at, we'll sit clearly and we'll join it. Then this is currently on the 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, notice kind of an equal low being created here. Price pushed up, breaking out these highs. This is when price interest on these highs trying to push up. And then pushing up price, you notice this high is the high that started this whole impulsive move on the 15 minutes time frame, taking out this low. So likely price coming out the way to this particular zone. So likely price going bullish back to this highs. Then this is where the sellers can come in. When the sellers didn't take charge here, they didn't take over here. Notice price coming all the way to these highs or probably to these key zones before pulling back. But we'll have to drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame. If you drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame, you see price swinging. You notice a swing happening. Price is trying to give us a swing. Look at it. Price broke our structures and then there's a retracement pulling out, trying to give us a break here. So what you have to do is be very patient and then look at what the market is doing. This 51 is in there. Let's look at 15 days. This 50 index and when you refresh that 15 days, you notice on the 15 days our price came here, took out the structures, gave us this, took out the structures, give us this. This is now the highest point price created, which is at 141, sorry, 142.7686. So that is the highest point price gave us and then retrace back all the way to this low. This currently on your okay, this 5 minutes time frame. Let's go down to 30 minutes time frame. This currently on the 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes time frame sold back all the way to this low. And then this is when price tested twice, move out, breaking out these highs. And then this is when price make a retracement, move out continuously, trending to the upside. Haven't tested here again. So this is now a break of structures that happen here, confirming that the sellers are in the market. This is a break of structures that happen at this zone, confirming that the sellers are in the market, which price is trying to make a reaction on now, trying to pull out from. Likely, if this zone is able to hold price, you seek price for you. But if this zone is not able to hold price, you notice price coming back to these highs. So zone is not able to hold price, you notice price coming back to these highs. So let's see at that zone on the lower time frame how it reacts in refresh the market. On the lower time frame, you notice as price tapped on it, what happened? Collapse, dropping down. So this still pulling down. Let's look at the 15 minutes time frame. So looking at the 5 minutes time frame, you notice from at this zone, there is when price started pulling down from. Then, so this is trying to give us a selling opportunity here. So what you have to do is to just pay attention to the seller's move because now price is trying to swing to the downside. I want drop lower to 75. 75 index gave us this low as the lowest point, which currently respecting price. So I'll have to mark out this price was on selling mode. Dropped here, pushed up, come back here, moved again, pushed up again, created a seller's mode, come back again to tap on this. So what you have to do, we have marked out that key low level, we have marked out this key level. So what you have to do, drop lower again, and we'll drop lower again, refresh the chart. So refreshing the market, you notice that the sellers find it so difficult selling. The sellers find it so difficult dropping more than this, and the buyers took over, bought aggressively with a momentum candlestick. You can see the momentum candlestick is very much breaking out how these highs, and this same price make a retracement at this low. So making a retracement, what you have to do, drop lower again to a 5 minutes time frame to see what 5 minutes time frame is doing. All right, can you see the screen now? I think I've reshared it again. So likely price trying to reject here. 75 index. Can you see the screen now? So let's drop to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see what 30 minutes time frame have for us. Let's currently on the 30 minutes time frame. If you notice at your 30 minutes time frame, price did what? Price approach all the way to these highs. This is when the seller sold aggressively from the 30 minutes time frame. So approaching here, this is seller's move. Boom, they sold aggressively from here straight down to this low, and this is the lowest level here. Price created that pushes price all the way to these highs. So the buyers bought aggressively from this low back to this high. That's why whenever price comes to this low, the buyers will always try to buy here. Unless price took out this low, this recent low, that's when the sellers will continuously selling aggressively. That's when the sellers will continuously selling aggressively back to this particular low because the structures have been given out here. The structures have been broken here, and that's why price was able to trend all the way to that. This is the recent low price created here, and giving us a selling opportunity at this particular height. So what price will do is to make a retracement into this one and give us confirmations. We are likely to follow the price. So drop lower to the 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, you notice at this high is what happened when the buyers pushed here. There was an equal high created, price have to smash out this was giving us a continuation of the sellers. So what you have to be doing is to be looking for a selling opportunity for price to come into this zone and confirm we have to drop with price. So this giving us a selling opportunity down to this zone. 15 minutes time frame. I think our 5 minutes time frame give us clear equal highs here. And then this is it. Clear smashing, clear retracement, clear pullback. Then went all the way to this low. This is the lowest level that the buyers are always buying from. So for 5 minutes time frame. Let's look at all back again before I continue analyzing others. Okay, this currently rejected from here and pushed back up back to this particular low. You notice the buyers were trying to buy aggressively here. So this high was not broken, giving us a shift yet. So we have to be patient. This giving me as a buyer's opportunity here as well. But this buyers couldn't break this high. What we have to do, let's drop to the next one. Okay, this is fluctuating time and there's say the buyers are trying to reverse the price from here. So likely if the buyers reverse the price there, take out this trend line, that will be a long buy back to this high. That's telling us that the structures have been clearly broken, giving us a continuation. But if the buyers are able to buy here, respect it, and then follow up again. So you see currently the buyers are maintaining this low. The buyers are maintaining this low from the sellers. So no matter how aggressively the sellers sell to this low, the buyers always come here trying to reverse them. So if this pull up breaking all this, giving us an equal low here, likely with these structures be broken. And once these structures is broken, likely price trending back to this height, which is at 313,203 points, 1325. There's a key zone there, price will be trending all the way to. So we're watching and waiting for it. Let's look at another one that's very close. There's 15 in there. So the sellers are still maintaining that structures. We're having 15, 25 one is in this. Okay. Somehow not giving us any direction yet. We're having all these Filipino structures giving us continuation of the sellers. So likely this is still pushing up. So we are looking for a retracement. So which we are waiting for. We're not going to sell against the trend. We're going to wait for retracement. And this 31 is in this. It's still pushing lower. And we're having 51 is in this. 51 is in this. Alright, still pushing. And we're having a desired 7 bucks in there. And we're having 50 in this. We're having 50 in there, still making a bearish move. It's still making a bearish move after retracing to this high. Expecting it. What I would do, I guess this was taking out structure break. And this is the lowest point that actually caused that whole move. Okay, this one is trending slower. The trend slow decline here. Right. And we're having 75 inlets. I think this is the current one I just analyzed. Price trying to pull off on here. after making a retracement. So now retracement London. So let's continue. 91 is in there. 91 is in there. Notice, let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. On the 30 minutes time frame, you notice the sellers were in the market. There's a momentum bearish move to the downside, even as these lower structures, which price approach but couldn't get all the way to these lower structures or these higher structures that actually caused this whole bearish move. And what happened? Price retraced down to these key zones, and this is it. Price continuously going down, smashing out this, continuously giving us a downtrend move. So what you have to do here is to just mark out this. We are not going to mark out all the key levels that are here. I'm just going to mark out the recent swing levels that price created. Those are the ones that will be trading on. So we'll drop lower to 15 minutes time frame. On our 15 minutes time frame, I will drop lower to 30 minutes time to 5 minutes time frame. These are 5 minutes time frame, currently giving us a bearish move. Okay. Alright, we're having at this lowest swing level, which is if I go down to the 30 minutes time frame. Let me see what the 30 minutes time frame have from the day. Let me drop lower. On our 30 minutes time frame, you notice this is the lowest swing level that price created, which price is definitely coming to come on it after taking out these low structures. That's why price was able to retrace at this key high. That's why I always mark out the key highs. Price retrace here, what happened? Price started going down. Definitely trending down to that low. And this is the lowest level that actually caused the structures that actually causes structures taking out. And this is giving us this is the lowest level that trend all the way that actually caused this whole trending all the way to this way, which price is coming back to come and meet. And that's why it keep on breaking out the lower structures, still maintaining out the high structures that price created. Telling us that this is a continuation of the seller. So what you have to do will drop lower to the 5 minutes time frame. These are our 5 minutes time frame. Let's see what the 5 minutes time frame have. On the 5 minutes time frame, we notice the structures was broken here and price trend back to go and meet these highs. Notice the aggressive move of price going back to these highs. And when it got to these highs, what happened? The sellers took over and the pressure of the buyers become very small and sellers push the market down. What we have to do is to be very, very patient for price to come back because these are point of interest now that we're having because the structures have been broken. Tell us that price must definitely come back to this low. So it's a must. And we cannot buy at this low. If we buy or sell at this low, where will your stop loss target be? Unless price will have to retrace back to this key high, this key zone now, and then give us a confirmation again. Then we'll have to drop it to this low. So that's why I don't like taking from the middle. Let's drop lower to 5 minutes time frame. So these are 5 minutes time frame. If you notice, price from here, price pushed up, price came back here, retraced, and then this is the lowest level. Look at these structures are being cleared here on the 5 minutes time frame. Price came back here, these are rejections, and price moved down, taking out these structures, pushing down lower to this low. So what you have to do is very calm. You notice there's a buyer structure here trying to push. This is why the sellers came here, retest on it, and then the buyers push back again. So what you have to do is to be very patient again. This 100 is index, and we'll drop to the next one, which is volatility 100 index. So all we are just going to watch out these volatilities that I just analyzed, and maybe tomorrow or so go we check the jump index. I think jump index have a very smooth setup as well. Let me see. Jump index has a very smooth setup. Now 5 minutes time frame. If we go down to 30 minutes time frame, notice the pressures of the markets, the swings. Notice the swings of the market price swing out here. Telling us that price is currently trending down. And this is the lowest structures that price broke. Telling us that the sellers are in the market. So whatever we're doing, we're selling down on this low break. That's it. So this is giving us a bearish move. Let me check out jump if we have any cleaners set up there. I'll first observe them from the 5 minutes time frame. If anyone have clean set on, let me check from the 30. Let me check from the 30 minutes time frame. So I'm currently going up. This is a buyer's opportunity. Recognize structures, business continuation of the sellers. Sorry, continuation of the buyers. Very good one here. And here the buyers, the price is bullish. Mhm. This gives us a structural break here. Now we're having as the lowest level price created, which price is trending down to means I have now here at the lowest price created, which price is trending down. It's the last position we got here. I think this is a selling opportunity here, and I'll jump in less. So I will just I'm not this on the shelf. And so likely if price come here, let's see what happens here. If the sellers are going to hold the sellers, the selling opportunity from there. And where the selling opportunity is drop, is going to drop down. This is a structural break. Okay, where is stop the try increase it to this side. Let me take it When price reject here, I'll put stop, then I'll put around here. I'm going to take, so depend on how the market goes. Price supposed trend come back here. It's very solution. So there's if that zone is going to hold, so we'll look for confirmation here and we'll join the sellers. So this is a swing to the downside, retracement, and this will cause it to continuously swing. So this is jump 10 index. We have one set of the. Let me still go back to the ones I've analyzed the stats volatility again. Price failing to break this high. It's a major problem. This is an equal reason. Buyer that trying to buy from here. That is not taking. If you buy from here now, it's a good steal. But patient will carry us now. We have more cleaner setup than. Okay, I think the sellers are selling a bit, so the circle more for you. Those rates. Let's take choice rather share this one is broken. Let's take small scalping opportunity. So if price break doesn't because that zone have been tested multiple times. So only break you go retrace on that zone and straight to down. 25 index. So that's today at the play. 25. Someone's rejecting the CP at this low. So they're gonna multiply that. That's why I didn't go for it. Price trying to respect this guy. There's 51 in this, and this 15 in this. 15 in this trying to give us a bullish opportunity from here. A bullish opportunity with that one. So where would TP now be now? And the key zone is here. Okay, this one is coming. I think I have engaged as a nice one already. If it pulls back, if confirmations pulling from there. There is 75 in this. Okay, 75 honest in this. Okay, there's a break retracing. Some Monday, yeah. So what you have to that thing? You wonder how. Let's see if this price will trace back to the high. Is a sudden opportunity then breaking our structures. Let's see how price will comply on that side. Let's see if we come back straight down to this one. Yeah, we're done. These tickets always crash. Let's see if it crash as anyone. Oh, dude, analyze now. Maybe someone give us. Let's check out 75. Promising this. Over. The price pulling from there. Let me look at the other one. Let's see. Let's look at all of them around. Following up from there. Okay, this is going up back to this high. Okay, we didn't take out this low. So I have to pay attention to it around here. If you break it, that will be a very nice swing trade.